Hello everybody and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions. I'm flying solo on this one, but I am back for match day 6 of the Champions League. As always, there are timestamps down in the description. You can use the chapters feature on the YouTube video itself, but as always, watch the whole darn video. There are affiliate links down in the description with things like Audible, things like Amazon. If you're buying anything over this Christmas period, click on those links. It helps us out with a few extra penny. There's no additional charge to yourselves. And also go and check out Grandstand Betters. They're a superb tipster website. The only time they ever get things wrong is when we tip for them. So go and check out their tips. They'll definitely win you money. If you like sports and you like betting on sports, it's a no-brainer. Go over their details are on the screen, their YouTube channel's on the screen. Go over to Grandstand Betters. So match day 6 is here. It's been a very tightly congested Champions League group stage. Game. But we're finally at match day 6. As always, some of the groups are already decided. Some of them are on a knife edge. And we'll get into it by starting with the first match. Chelsea versus Krasnodar. So this is one of the ones where the group is sewn up in terms of who is going to go through. Chelsea smashed Sevilla 4-0. Giroud. 4 goals for Olivier Giroud. Amazing performance. It's rare that Sevilla take a hiding like that. So just more evidence of how good this Chelsea side is. They have won their group. Coming up against Krasnodar, who beat Rennes 1-0, which ensures that they will be in the Europa League going into the knockout stage. So well done to them. But in terms of this match, although Chelsea will rest a ton of players, Krasnodar also don't need to take much risk. Chelsea will win. I see it nice, solid, and not particularly great game, but 2-0. Rennes versus Sevilla. Unfortunately, not a great campaign for Rennes, although their home kit, final time to see it, we will see in the Sevilla game. Sevilla coming off the back of a pasting against Chelsea, but still second in the group, will qualify quite comfortably. Rennes just playing for pride, already eliminated. And I see this one being a draw, to be honest. I see, again, resting players, get ready to hear that a lot as the video goes on, but Sevilla resting players, I see Rennes getting a creditable draw, 1 apiece. Lazio versus Club Brugge. Well, this is one of those groups where you do have a lot to play for. Lazio currently in 2nd on 9 points, Club Brugge in 3rd on 7, so it is a must-win game for Club Brugge if they are going to progress. They got a good win last time out against Zenit St. Petersberg, but also Lazio got a good draw against Dortmund. Dortmund have been the side everyone has struggled against except for Lazio, but Lazio have got so many players returning and look such a stronger side. You would back them to get through because they only need a point, but do not underestimate this Club Brugge side. They're very good, very like under the radar sort of side. But I am going to back Lazio. I think they're going to shade it. I think it'll be a 2-1 win for the Lazioians. Zenit St. Petersburg versus Borussia Dortmund. So Zenit are out and Dortmund just need to win this one to guarantee top spot. It was a poor start for Dortmund, but they got better as it's gone on. Haaland is out for them though, but he's only out till the new year, so he will be back once knockout football starts in the Champions League, which is great. Dortmund will win this game as well. I think it won't be great either. I think it'd be a 2-0 win for Dortmund. Barcelona versus Juventus. What a game. It strikes so much romance and history in European football. Barca versus Juve. Barca won the reverse of this fixture by a couple of goals to 0, I believe, although Juventus were a little bit unlucky in this game. But it's these two sides storming ahead. Barca have won all 5 matches. Juve have only lost that game to Barcelona, so they're on 12. It's a winner-take-all situation with Juve needing more of a positive result to overturn the... you know what I mean. It'll go on head-to-head if they're both level at the end, and I'm not sure which way it'll go. But I think this one will just peter out to a draw. It was a very depleted Barca side, although that still had Griezmann in it. So what does that tell you about Griezmann? Does that just mean Messi doesn't play? Does that mean Barca is under strength? Is that the only thing? Messi doesn't play, it's a weak side. Whatever. But Juve do have Ronnie back. Ronaldo, 750 goals for Ronaldo in the last game. He's alright, isn't he? He's alright, that kid. He doesn't do a bad job. But I think this one will be a draw. I think this one will be a 2-2 entertaining draw. A Desmond. Dynamo Kiev versus Ferencvarosi. Both these sides lost 3-0 to Juve and Barca respectively. I'm just going to go, let's go for it. I Ferencvarosi are the minnows in this tournament. Let's hope that they pull off a massive shock and they beat Dynamo Kiev, or Dynamo Kiev I should say. And let's go for a Ferencvarosi win, 2-1 to the Hungarians. So they go into the Europa League where they'll probably play a side like Arsenal. And who knows? They'll probably lose. FC Midtjylland versus Liverpool. So we thought Liverpool had got themselves into a bit of a pickle, but they overcame it against Ajax, rode their luck at times, but came away with a Jones goal to win the game and win the group. Yet Liverpool on 12 points. Midtjylland are already out, but they finally got their first point against Atalanta last time out. Liverpool would just rest everyone, and they probably will, because Klopp's just a moan about player injuries. So Midtjylland could get something out of it, but you know what Liverpool are like, they're bloody lucky, aren't they? So Liverpool probably win 1-0. But this is the game we want in this group. Ajax versus Atalanta. This game could be anything. This game could be 5-5. This game could be like a side 3-0 up and lose 4-3. You've got two thoroughly entertaining sides. Ajax really unlucky in both games against Liverpool. Could have got something out of it, but ultimately didn't. But Atalanta shot themselves in the foot against Midtjylland, the side that every other side has beaten quite comfortably. They get a 1-1 draw, and that's literally thrown some doubt about whether they will qualify now. This is a real showdown. I've got a soft spot for Atalanta, but I think Ajax are going to win this. I think it's going to be a 2-1 win for the Dutchmen. And they go through for a run like they had a few years ago. Bayern Munich, Lokomotiv Moscow. So Bayern didn't win a game. Stop the presses. What is happening? They only got a 1-1 draw against Atletico Madrid, but that's worse result for Atletico than it is for Bayern, because Bayern are already through. 13 points. They've smashed this group. Lokomotiv Moscow still have a chance of getting in the Europa League, but they've got the impossible chance of beating Bayern Munich's B side. Well, at least it's not their A side, but they're still not going to beat them. It will be Bayern Munich 3, Lokomotiv 1. Red Bull Salzburg versus Atletico Madrid. This one is a big game. You wouldn't have thought it would come down to this final game for Atleti, but they've been poor in the Champions League. Arguably their best games and performances have been against Bayern. They did get a 1-0, well, they were leading 1-0 for ages, but then gave away a penalty to end up 1-1, which again leaves their qualification in doubt. Red Bull Salzburg have also been very good. If they could have converted their chances in some of their games, they would have been head and shoulders above Atleti, but they didn't. But they did get a good win against a Lokomotiv 3-1, and this is a dangerous game for Atletico Madrid, but you know what they're like, and you know Simeone's so good at grinding these ones out. They only need a point, and I think they'll get that point. 1-1 draw. Atleti sneak through. Inter Milan versus Shakhtar Donetsk. The miracle is nearly happening for Inter Milan. They needed to win against Gladbach. They looked like they'd absolutely balls it up, but cometh the hour, cometh the Lukaku to rescue Inter and give them hope of still qualifying in this one. They come up against a Shakhtar side who themselves have absolutely enjoyed playing no one but Real Madrid in the Champions League this season. They've done the double over Real Madrid. Wonderful results for them. At the moment, they are in second on 7 points. Inter are in fourth on 5, but both sides can still qualify for the knockout phases. I do have to back Inter in this one after they sort of rode the gauntlet. I think this one will be a relatively comfortable win for them. I think they'll win. I think that Shakhtar just haven't looked that great in the other games they played other than playing Real. 3-0 to Inter Milan, but will that be enough? Real Madrid versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. What? Real Madrid, if you go into the Europa League, that is like the most unbelievable thing to ever happen. It's unthinkable to think of them going out in the knockout stages, but they lost to Shakhtar and they come up against a really dangerous and free-scoring Borussia Mönchengladbach side who have nothing to lose going into this one. And it's going to be difficult, and you know what, let's have it for shits and giggles. Why not? Borussia Mönchengladbach getting back to winning ways after suffering that 3-2 defeat to Inter. They'll be angry and they'll go to the Bernabeu, wherever they're playing this one, and they will win. They will win 2-1, and Inter and Real Madrid have to suffer the indignity of the Europa League. Manchester City versus Olympique Marseille. City done and dusted, a 0-0 draw against Porto, crappy game, but they're through in first place, 13 points. They don't seem to make any hard work of group stages anymore, do they? Marseille! Oh my god, they finally found the formula. They finally found how to win in Europe, finally found how to score in Europe. Let's just hope it's not too late. Oh. Yes, it is a little bit too late for them. It's a little bit too late for them in the Champions League, but not for the Europa League. 2 spawny penalties against Olympiacos got their first win in this group stage, which means they are level on points, 3 points with Olympiacos going into this one. But Marseille will fancy it because City are going to literally rest everybody, but their backup side is still good. I just think this one will be another boring draw. I think this one will be 1-1. Olympiacos versus Porto. Porto literally have nothing to play for in this one. It is a free hit for them. They can just bring in loads of kids or whoever, and let's hope they do. And let's hope they give Olympiacos a really easy game, because I was really gutted how Olympiacos lost that game against Marseille. I really would like them to get into the Europa League again. Who knows? They might play against Arsenal, and you know what? They might beat them. Olympiacos to win this game. Olympiacos to win 2-1 and get through to the Europa League. Paris Saint-Germain, Istanbul Basaksehir. What a nuts group. This group is absolutely crazy. You've got 3 sides on 9 points in PSG, Leipzig and Man United. Istanbul have already gone out, so it's the perfect game for PSG to have to just ease into the group stage. Istanbul unfortunately have not been any good away from home. They've been pretty good in Istanbul, but they've been pretty lousy away, and I just see PSG just getting back to a little bit of form, and now they will come through in this one, and credit to them. Or any of the sides that come through in this group have deserved it, because it's been a really tricky group. I do think PSG will win it. I think PSG will win 2-0. RB Leipzig versus Manchester United. Yeah, obviously there's no main event because Thomas is not here. We'll get to Man United, but Leipzig, wow, what a game. You were 3-1 up and cruising against Istanbul, and then it looked like you ballsed it up completely. 3-3, and then Soloff, 92nd minute winner. Crazy scenes in Istanbul, partying like, I don't know what it is, 1999, that sounds good. Fantastic stuff, great scenes. Everybody likes RB Leipzig, don't they? Everyone in Germany, give me a thumbs up if you like RB Leipzig. I think they're the darlings, aren't they? But Man United, oh my god, what a hole you've dug for yourself. What a sticky wicket you've given yourself. What a pickle jar you find yourselves in. I don't think that you're a lost cause, because you're more than capable of winning this game in Leipzig, but what a tricky game to give yourself. Both those games against PSG were tight. Man U came out on top in the first match day 1. PSG came on top on this one. Could have gone either way, but what it hinged on and what everyone's going on about is Fred the Red. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer leaving Fred on the pitch, and a guy who looked like he wanted to get sent off from very early on in that first half. It was a ludicrous decision, but it does beg the question, Man United fans, is there ever a good time to leave Fred on the football pitch? Have you not got better options than Fred? Why is Solskjaer still playing this guy? You could have absolutely messed up your Champions League campaign. For Thomas Pickering, my colleague and co-host, who sadly cannot be with us today, I'm going to back the Red Devils to win, but I'm not confident. Manchester United 2, Red Bull Leipzig 1. Before we round this video off, we've just got selected games in the Europa League. That's right, it's Europa League rapid fire. Spurs versus Royal Antwerp. Surprisingly, Royal Antwerp topped this group. Spurs messed up again against Lask, winning comfortably, but ended up with a 3-3 draw. Again, Mourinho questioning these backup players and questioning whether saying they just don't care about this Europa League. Are you surprised, Josie? Are you really surprised? But they will want revenge on Antwerp, and they will want to get a win against them, and I think they will. I think it will be Spurs 3, Royal Antwerp 1, but both these sides go through, so well done Antwerp, family in Antwerp. Leicester City This is AEK Athens. Yeah, Leicester had a crappy result, losing 1-0 away to Zura. Brendan Rodgers played it down, as you would expect, but terrible result, really. And they're not in good form, but they've done enough to get through in this group. And whoever they play, I don't think this one's going to be great, and I don't think Leicester are going to get a win either. I think it'll be a 1-1 draw, and Leicester can just forget about Europa League until February, whenever it kicks up again. Lech Poznan versus Rangers. Glasgow Rangers are box office in this tournament, aren't they? What a joy to watch. Every game is either high scoring or the goals are ridiculous. They beat Standard Liège 3-2 to qualify. They need a win in this one to win the group. Let's back them to win against Lech Poznan. Rangers to win by a high score again. Let's say 4-2 to Rangers. Celtic versus Lille. Conflicting fortunes over the other side of Glasgow, the green side, because Celtic have been trash this season, and trash specifically in Europe. They've been so poor. 2-0 up against AC Milan, another 2-0 lead thrown away. They lost 4-2. It's been a miserable time. I bet Neil Lennon, if he's still there, can't wait to get out of this tournament. They're playing Lily, up against Lily. She's a spirited young lady, and I can't see Chelsea doing anything against a spirited young lady called Lily, and Lily will win 2-1. Dundalk versus Arsenal. Without a shadow of a doubt, the main event out of all these games is Dundalk versus Arsenal. Come on, you Gooners. They absolutely thrashed Rapid Vienna 4-1. Rapid Vienna, I should say. The youth team or backup players certainly doing a good job in this Europa League. No problems for Arsenal. They'll beat Dundalk. They've lost every single game. Don't worry about the Premier League, Gooners. It's all about Europa League. Dundalk 0, Arsenal 3. Whew, we got through it all, folks. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a like. It helps us out so much on YouTube. And also hit that subscribe button and give us a load of comments down below as well. That will do it for the group stage. Let me know what you've enjoyed about it. Let me know which team you support. Let me know your predictions. And let me know if you think we've got this right, or I've got this right, or whether I've got it completely wrong. We'll be back with more videos soon, like Premier League and League One. So keep checking out the channel, and I'll see you